Well, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Founders Day. My name is Baker Weeks. I'm reporting here from the Town Common in Foxboro. And with us as our guest, Lloyd Gibbs, and a very special, rare treat. We have Freddie, the Founders Day frog. Would you talk
How you
to
doing, Baker?
It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
Tell us about Freddie. He's not been here for a while.
No, he's been missing actually since 2004. I think with all the construction and everything around town, he's just been very disturbed, he and his family. It actually all started when they moved the old school up to the Powder Hill.
Yeah.
He was actually the residence for he and his family, Felicity, his wife, and Flossie and Freddie Jr. They were living there and very, very comfortable. Well, unfortunately, Cal Cush came upon the idea of moving the old school from Spring Street up to Powder Hill. Mm-hmm. Fred wasn't even aware of this because, it was in the Reporter and all, but Fred has trouble turning the pages on the Reporter, so he wasn't aware of this.
Don't move?
Oh, they just don't move well at all. And usually I'm there to help him and read to him, but I wasn't around. I had a business trip that week. Well, poor Fred was sitting there, and all of a sudden he heard this great commotion. Much to his demise, he looked around and he saw the trailer coming in with the school, and he gathered all his belongings and headed for the Common.
So he's been living up here?
He's been living up here underneath the bandstand, which to the Foxboro JCs, Fred says thank you very much, because that has been a beautiful home for he and his family. Well, unfortunately, the year after they moved this up, they started, the school up, they started the reconstruction of the Common itself. Well, poor Fred almost got hit by a truck. His children, they'd start to play out in the street, and the curbings were so high, they couldn't get back to home. No, they sat there and they said, how are we going to get home, Dad? So where was the next move? Well, Fred figured, why not be really part of the town of Foxboro? So they moved to the Carpenter House.
Oh, I see.
John Baker's old place up there.
And of course that changed.
They changed it. And again, I was away the weekend that they had all the information in the paper about the Baker House the Carpenter House being cut in half and moved down to by the mobile station. Poor Fred is sitting there, having his breakfast, a couple of flies and mosquitoes that were left over from the night before. Very relaxed, and all of a sudden he heard the buzzing. He had no idea what was going on. The children were all playing in the yard, and the next thing he knows, the house is starting to lift and starting to move. Well, poor Fred, he almost had a heart attack. He jumped up onto the roof. He was trying to find out what was going on. The house is going down the street. Poor Fred got hit by one of the power lines over the top, fell off. Well, not to be a pun, but Fred damn near croaked. He just landed in the street. Well, that kind of took care of things, and Fred was very, very dismayed by the whole thing, so he just disappeared.
He's been out of service.
Oh, a few resentments, so as a result, he's boycotted the last two Founders Day parades. Okay. So what he's done now, though, I talked with him, I kind of had to smooth him over a bit, had a meeting last night with the family and all that, yesterday morning. And Fred decided to make sure he was going to be here with the family.
Good. It's good to have him back. Good. Welcome back, Fred.
Fred's happy to be here. He really is.
Didn't he get an award last night at the rededication?
Well, he did. It was funny you mentioned that. Last night, it was a beautiful time at the Common here. Jack Arthurlet was the Toastmaster of the affair, and we had the serenading seniors, which did a wonderful job singing a lot of patriotic songs. Well, Fred was sitting in his little chair beside Kitty Carbone and Earl Ferguson, and he had his tiny little cymbals, and he was having a wonderful time with the band. And
I think we have video of that.
Oh, we do, yes. And actually, you could hear the cymbals, but thank God for amplification. Yes. Because, the little cymbals, they're only about that big, but Fred had a wonderful time. His chair was small, but you were actually able to capture him on film. Yep. Well, all of a sudden, to Fred's surprise, Jack Arthurlet presented Fred with a citation. And actually, it wasn't on the program because it was a last-minute thing, but right between the Lions and the Rotarians, and that's kind of a tough place for a frog to be.
I would think so.
They made a presentation to Fred, and Fred was very pleased, and Jack made a nice little speech, as he always does, and he just wanted to let Fred know that because of he and his family keeping the Common clean, free from flies and mosquitoes and all that, most of the people in Foxboro, they can come to this Common, they can sit down, they can relax, they never have a problem. No one has ever got a mosquito bite up in this Common because of Fred the Frog, Felicity, and his wife Flossie, and Freddie Jr.
then we're very honored to have them with us again here at Founders Day. We can see that the parade is just beginning to line up, so we'll be back. We'll be come back after parades and maybe just
Fred
tell a little
will be
super.
here, definitely.
So here's the parade,
be
folks.
there.
Thanks very much. Well, we're back again here after the parade. This is Baker Weeks reporting for Foxboro Cable. We're with Lloyd Gibbs and Fred, the Founders Day Frog.
Fred had a wonderful time today, and we want to thank everyone that was involved with putting on this beautiful Founders Day parade. You know, Fred says no matter what happens, any construction in the future, Fred is not going to miss another Founders Day parade.
Excellent.
He really missed the last couple of years, but he was here today, and you know, thank you, Foxboro. It's a wonderful town. Fred is really, very, very pleased and proud to be part of your town.
Excellent.
Thank
I'd
you.
like to shake your hand.
Oh,
and
welcome,
can I
Baker.
shake Fred's flipper?
Positively.
Thank you very much.
And you can
We'll
wipe that little slime off.
Oh,
your
it's just a
fingers,
little
no
sticky.
problem at all.
Sticky.
Okay.
Thanks, folks. Happy Founders Day.